As you know, South Africa is the biggest producer of wine in the continent. And the challenge of the wine industry is to understand how Africans interact and behave and what they drink. And at the moment, the competition from the wine industry is that most of the Africans, they drink spirits, the brandies and whiskeys, and also we are doing well, but I think the education is going slow for me, because we need to educate more Africans on wine, because if you look at most of the leading countries in terms of wine exports, the countries like your Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya, if people drink wine or sparkling wine, they go for more French wines, and we still need to do a lot in terms of the wine industry, especially South Africa, because obviously there are wines that are produced in North Africa, but because of also the rise of the religion in North Africa, so there are more and more less people drinking wine in North Africa. But if you look at Southern Africa, that's where the market is growing, in countries like your Zimbabwe, Namibia, South Africa, and Mozambique. And the reason also, I think, is because of now, especially in South Africa, people are free to travel around the world and they learn different cultures. When they come back with some experience from old world countries like your France, Italy, and Spain. So they understand wines better than before. Now, if you compare from 10 years ago to where we are now, 10 years ago, people thought wine was not really a great thing, but now everyone is slowly moving towards wine. And also, it will take time for people to move from the sweet palate to more drier wines. Because if you look at the majority of the Africans at the moment, they drink sweet wines. But they're slowly moving towards the dry wines, which will be a good thing, because if we can, at least maybe in a couple of years, we as the wine industry as a whole, we can figure out on how we can work especially in the emerging market where more Africans are, and try to understand them. For example, if you look at some of the leading brands in Africa, which are French products like your Moet and Veuve, what they did is they tried to work on understanding the culture of the people, how people behave, how they interact, which is what also as Africans, African producers, we need to learn on how these guys manage to do very well in that market, and we need to work together, whether the producers, the marketers, and everyone, to say, let's identify the challenges, especially into Africans. Why Africans are not really coming into wine the way we expected them. But that is our responsibility, to educate people on wines and get them involved in more food and wine pairings, not just in wine festivals, big wine festivals, because sometimes you find that the event is too big, people don't have time to learn. But if you go to the people, for example, a good example will be Soweto. If you look at Vilakazi Street, that's where most of the African people hang around on weekends. But if you go there again, they're drinking spirit, not wine, but it is slowly changing. People are now moving from spirits to wine, in my opinion. But also, that's what also as Gramberg we're trying to do, to try and understand the people. If the wine industry want to get more Africans to drink wine, we will have to be prepared to go there to learn, instead of going there to tell them what to do. We need to go there to learn the culture and understand how people behave and interact in the emerging market.